other assistant DAs is having a house built. They just broke ground on it, and someone wants to buy his old house this month. He and his wife are going to sublet my apartment for the next 6 months. And where are you going to live? That's where you and Gwen come in. Great! We'd love to have you. Eric says he wants to make some more lutefisk for you the next time you visit. He had never seen anyone turn that particular shade of green before. Sydney's chuckle was low and amused. We'll get the guest room ready for you. I won't be staying with you or your sadist Viking husband. The Norwegian cod dish wasn't one she was willing to try again any time this century. Well, I'm sure Gwen and Daniel can put you up. Jocelyn could hear the hurt in her sister's voice. I wouldn't be staying with them either. It's embarrassing how those two can't keep their hands off of each other. She chuckled softly. You and Eric aren't much better either. I love you both dearly, sis. I even love both of my brothers-in-law. But this time, I won't be staying with either one of you. I need you and Gwen to see what kind of apartments they have up there. A furnished one would be wonderful. I guess we can check around town for you. That would be great. And while you're at it, see what kind of jobs are available. I'm not fussy, as long as it hasn't got anything to do with the law. I want to put some distance between me and anything to do with being a lawyer, as I try to work this out in my mind. Oh, I get it. You're coming up here to rethink the direction your life is heading in. Always said you were the smart one, Sid. Jocelyn felt good about herself for the first time in a long time. I don't care what kind of job you can come up with. The more menial, the better. It'll give me more time to think about things. She added laughingly, I'll even take a job on a tuna boat, if that's all that's available. Chapter 1. Jocelyn Fletcher pushed the empty plate away from her and lightly patted her lips with the blue linen napkin. There, you have fed me. Satisfied? She studied her two sisters, Sydney and Gwen, who were sitting with her at the small table in the corner of Gwen's restaurant's kitchen. She didn't like the fact that neither of her sisters had wanted to discuss their plans for her when she arrived in Misty Harbor half an hour ago. All they had seemed interested in was making sure she was jamming food into her mouth. Can we talk now? Gwen took the empty plate away and replaced it with another plate. This one contained a thick slice of blueberry pie. Eat your dessert first. I made it especially for you this morning, after you called from the Connecticut rest stop. You never should have done that drive in one day, Sydney added, especially by yourself. Why? It's not like I could have gotten lost. You jump on Interstate 95 and head north. She reached for her fork and took a bite out of the pie. Delicious, warm, sweet blueberries melted against her tongue. She took a moment to savor the taste, and then pinned both of her sisters with a knowing look. Being the youngest in the family had its drawbacks, the main one being everyone always treated her like the baby of the family. At 26 years old, she was hardly anyone's baby. Both of you had made that same drive, so don't get all protective on me now. She smiled at Gwen as she forked up another mouthful. This is delicious, Gwen, as usual. No wonder your restaurant is such a success. It's tourist season, and don't change the subject, Gwen said. Me change the subject? Jocelyn shook her head at her sisters. I'm trying to figure out what kind of job you've lined up for me, and you two are more concerned about my driving skills. What gives? We didn't line you up with a job, Joss, Sydney said. We lined you up with an interview for tomorrow morning. Okay, that I can do. What about apartments? Small cottages? A place to rest my weary head after hauling in tuna all day? Every time she had called her sisters during the past week, they had teased her about getting her a job with Bob Newman on his tuna boat. She wouldn't put it past them to actually think she was serious when she had made that comment to Sydney over the phone. Maybe she should have clarified that statement. The job you'll be interviewing for is a live-in position. You won't need an apartment. Gwen busied herself by pouring everyone more coffee. Sydney attacked her piece of pie as though she hadn't eaten all day. What kind of job am I interviewing for? I didn't think governesses were much in demand any longer, and I really don't think I'm merchant marine material. Her amused chuckle died in her throat when she saw the look Sydney gave Gwen. What? What did you two do? She was getting a horrible sinking feeling in the pit of her stomach. It was the same feeling she had when she'd been 4 and had just eaten one of Gwen's mud pies that her sister had promised would taste exactly like a chocolate Easter bunny. It hadn't. Well, you're partially right, sighed Sydney.